Welcome.
Hi guys.
This is another edition of Fearless Covers. We are ready to go. It's our first one that we've announced in advance. So here we are.
It is stressful having this clock ticking and having to be ready by a set time, but
That's why concerts are never
Yeah.
earlier than 2 p.m. It's a no-no. 2 is the earliest. By the way, Eastern Standard Time, we're coming from our home in Toronto.
yes, Toronto in Canada. And speaking of Canada, I wanted to give a shout out to the Canadian government because they have been so good to us self-employed people. You might not know about it if you don't live in Canada, but they right away kicked in with emergency support and made our lives a lot less scary as a result, and made it able for us to shelter at home instead of, I don't know, freaking out.
Yeah.
So we're so grateful.
I still do purchase clothes at thrift stores whenever possible. I forget if your shirt is. This is definitely
Yes.
from a thrift store.
What does that have to do with the Canadian government?
Oh, because I was thinking we're not splurging financially. We still like, for environmental and financial reasons, it's fun. Unless it's performance gear, then you've got to make sure that you've spent enough
Yeah.
to look perfect
It's
on the
really
stage.
hard to find concert dresses at thrift stores. Maybe some people might know of a place, but I haven't found it yet. Yeah.
So we're excited to play this for you. It's one of the ones when we started thinking of live streaming. I can't say it was either of our favorite song. We both liked it, but then when you play with it, it adds another dimension. It's really easy to play with and fun
Really
and
sunny.
fulfilling. It's sunny.
Very sunny.
And you can add to it really easily. Like some songs, they're so filled out that you can't really do anything. And this one, it's fun just as you watch the video too. It gives you ideas as they're just circling around. I don't know, different women, I guess, was the concept. Girls
Yeah.
like you.
Yes, I think that's.
You don't know
I
any
think that's the
lyrics,
case.
so
Yeah, it's really funny. I think as an instrumentalist, I hear sounds. I don't hear words, so I can't sing a single lyric to a single song actually in the world except Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And even that I have to concentrate. So
and that I think that's common with instrumentalists. I've known a lot of people where if they're primarily an instrumentalist, they don't tend to know words. So
really? Okay.
I think
It makes me feel better.
like no flute players could whistle, and I couldn't either until I went to Juilliard. Thank you, roommate who taught me to whistle, Matt.
So
A good skill to have.
do you want to begin, or is there?
I think we're about ready.
We should ask for you to subscribe, and we should say that this is Fearless Covers. It's a series where we improvise with hits and add our kind of different take to it, to color it, and also just have fun. It's really good practice. So
It
I
sure
recommend
is.
you guys trying it too, because trying to line up with the beats, especially with contemporary music where a lot of stuff is off the beat, it's a really, really good practice.
And we've done tons of editing in the past. When you put together a video, even something that seems really simple, you spend time just editing it for hours and hours. And as musicians, it's not our favorite thing to do. So we thought just going live,
Yeah.
what
Makes
can you edit?
a sharper player and leaves what you do out there in the world forever. Not scary, of course, right?
Fearless.
Yes.
It's been 24 hours, I need more hours with you. We spent the weekend getting even. We spent the late nights making plans right between us. And now it's all good, babe. Well, I'm backward, babe. And baby, close. lie. Maybe I'm barely alive. Maybe you taking my shit for the last time. Yeah. Maybe I know that I'm drunk. Maybe I know you're the one. Maybe I'm thinking it's better if you drive. Oh, 'cause girls like you run out with guys like